One of my favorite calls to action is to edit your life ruthlessly and frequently, because after all, it is your masterpiece. And that is exactly what we are going to do today. You are going to go grab 2 bags, one for trash and one for all the things that you're going to end up donating. And we're going to do it all in 25 minutes, all the main rooms in your house to feel a little bit lighter going into this holiday season, going into this new year. And if you enjoy learning about decluttering and minimizing and you want 2024 to be your best year yet, then remember to hit that subscribe button and go get your 2 bags. Let's get started. Okay, friends, so we're gonna start with our side tables today. And in mine, I have a few things that I know don't belong, so I'm gonna take them out. Here is my trash bag because I'm just gonna dump it when I'm done. And then I have my Goodwill thrift store bag that I'm gonna donate. All right, so in here I have a pen. This just needs to go back on my desk. I have my 2 notebooks that also need to just go back onto my desk. So I'm gonna go do that in a second, but I also have, this is a chapstick I've tried and I thought it would be Vaseline, so it'd be really good for my lips, but it actually tends to dry mine out. So I'm gonna get rid of this and throw it away. And then I don't know if any of you guys else do this, but you get those like big thing of coupons in the mail, and a lot of times I'll go through them and then pick out a few of my favorite, and then I bring them up here for some reason and I forget all about them. So none of these we really need. I'm really bad with coupons. I very rarely use them and we don't go out to eat that often, so I just forget about them. I'm actually gonna just let these go. And what I found about coupons is that sometimes if I have a coupon, I end up spending money that I normally wouldn't. I end up going out to restaurants that I normally wouldn't have. I would have eaten at home. So I don't know if it actually saves money as much as like pressures me to go to that store. I don't know, if you're a big couponer, you can let me know, but I'm actually gonna get rid of these and move on with my life because I've had them for over a week and I haven't done anything about them. And then my grandma actually gave me this calendar. I haven't really decided whether I like it or not. The little spaces are so small that I don't know if it's gonna be big enough for me to really write in. I do want a new calendar, but I just don't know if this is gonna be the right fit. But I'm gonna go put it on my desk with my notebooks. And I think I'm just going to give it like another month and just see if I end up getting drawn to it. I'm trying to redo my desk area to make it a little more inspiring for myself to be there and work. So I'm gonna leave this for right now and I'm gonna see if I end up using it this month. So the last thing, these are just out of place. These are some earrings I recently got and I'm just gonna put these with my jewelry. So the only things that I've really gotten rid of on my side table are the coupons and then this chapstick. So yeah, that's not bad at all. So let's keep going, keep our momentum moving, and I'm gonna go over to my desk area. Oh my goodness, guys, I totally forgot to start the timer. So let's say this took maybe like a minute. So let's start the timer for 4 more minutes. Set a timer for 4 minutes. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. All right, so let's get started in my desk area. And if you don't have a desk area in your room, then just go to the next place in your bedroom. Don't leave this room yet. Just keep moving in your bedroom. Maybe go to your closet if it's gonna take a little more time and start there. So let's go. All right, so I still need to hang this up and I just don't have the, I'm not gonna stop decluttering to do that. I think when you stop, you lose your momentum of what you need to do. Let's see if I can get this. I'm gonna put this on here so it reminds me, I'm gonna put my calendar on there so it reminds me to use it, and just kind of straighten up a bit. I don't think there's really anything here that I am ready to get rid of yet. These are all things I kind of need. So since I had the time, I'm just gonna straighten it. All right, so I didn't find anything on my desk that I'm ready to get rid of yet. So I'm gonna actually move on to my closet. Now that I have 2 minutes left, So I've decluttered my clothes so many times, and there's a ton of videos that I have done about wardrobes and decluttering closets and all those things, and I will link those below. But I think it's so funny that even though I would call myself a minimalist now, there is always something in my closet that I end up being like, oh, I didn't realize that was in there. So I'm sure we'll find something like that. But let's keep going, and I already spot something. So this jacket I am ready to get rid of, and I'm going to put this in my donation pile, but I actually think I'm gonna end up giving it to my sister. So I'm gonna re-gift this to somebody else that I know because I think she would really enjoy it, but I'm gonna get it out of my closet so I stop looking at it all the time. I don't have a lot of clothes to declutter, so I'm gonna look in my jewelry things and see if there are things that I'm also ready to get rid of real quick, because I have gotten some new jewelry. I got one thing of new earrings that I love. Of course, I'm not wearing them right now, but I got some new earrings the other day, and I know there are a few things that I'm ready to get rid of. So I'm just gonna go through this real quick, this little thing that I hold all my jewelry in, and pick out the things that I no longer want. All right, so I found a few things that I'm going to declutter and move on. So there goes my timer. It is time to stop in my bedroom. So no, 5 minutes in every room is not very long, but it keeps your momentum going, and it really does help every room to look a little bit better by the time you leave. And I think that's the magic of doing a 5-minute declutter. It doesn't feel exhausting and it's not hard, but you will be motivated to move quickly. I'm gonna go into my daughter's room real quick, and I'm just gonna pick up things that I know are trash or easy, like old McDonald's toys, things like that, things that are obvious we're ready to get rid of because the holiday season's coming up, and I know she's gonna want a little more room for those new toys and new fun things that are coming in. So I'm gonna go in there and just look for basically trash real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, so I did find several things like projects that we've been worked on and finished, random socks that have no match that I've never been able to find, and so a lot of just like random stuff that doesn't belong. I found several little things, and I think you can probably find that in any room of your house, just those random things that sure, they were fun for a little bit, but then they get used, old, and they're ready to go. So her room is a little freshened up, which is all I really wanted right now, and we're gonna head on to the bathroom. Okay, friends, so let's move on to our bathroom now. That's where I am at, and we're gonna start our timer again on our watch and just do 5 minutes, get in, get out, just get rid of the things that are very obvious. You haven't used them in a long time. You don't need them, or maybe they're used up and you just keep forgetting about getting rid of them. Those are the things we're looking for today. So let's start our timer. Start a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, counting down.
Okay, so let's go through the drawers real quick, and then I'm gonna go into my closet if we have spare time. So the bathroom is really the place that I would suggest to declutter about, once a week, and so that it doesn't get overwhelming and your counters don't get covered in random things that you're not really using. But let's go through the drawers real quick and just see what we can find. So something that I do like to do in here in my bathroom, because it is so small and such a little drawer, is I'll take my beauty supplies and I'll put them in these tiny little jars that you can have. And so all of my beauty supplies can easily fit in here instead of having all those miscellaneous lots of little jars that are usually too big for this tiny little drawer. All right, so I know I'm ready to get rid of this eyeliner. I don't ever use eyeliner, and I don't really like the brown. So I've already moved that out of my main makeup area anyway, so it is ready to go. I have some old night face lotion that I really just don't like. I got a new one and I've just forgotten about this one, so it's ready to go. And I think that's probably all. I just recently cleaned out my little makeup area, so this is really the stuff that I use about every day. All right, and I'm gonna go through my husband's drawer real quick too, and I'm just gonna look for things that are just trash because I'm not sure what he's ready to get rid of, but let's see. He has a bunch of these old Oral-B toothpick things, but he didn't like these kinds. He thought they tasted weird, and so I'm gonna get rid of them because they're just sitting in his drawer, and we've already gotten new ones. And so those are gonna go. And I also got rid of this eyeglass case, which this one's empty. So he's got a new one, so we're good. And then let's see. My timer actually says that I am just about out of time, so that just shows you how quickly 5 minutes goes. But I'm gonna look in my closet real quick just to see if there's anything that immediately strikes my eye is ready to go. And then we're gonna move on to the kitchen and then the living room, and we're done. Right, so these are the only thing I can find to get rid of, which is great. That means I've been decluttering really well. But they're little like stick-on nail things that my grandma gave me, but I don't really like them, and so I'm going to let those go. The beautiful thing about doing a quick declutter is that it reminds you that this is not something that needs to be your full-time job. This is not something that you need to be amazing at. It's a work in progress, and every little bit that you do is going to make a big impact in the long run. So in our kitchen, I don't have a super strict policy on things on the fridge. What I like to keep are just things that I find really important or useful. So the blue piece of paper you'll see on the fridge, I keep up all year because it has her schedule of what she's doing in school, when her lunch is, things like that. So it's just very helpful if I want to go get lunch with her or I need to know what day she needs to wear tennis shoes for PE. And then what I just put up is the book fair information because she has book fair next week and I need to remember to fill out that paperwork for her. And then on the front, I let her keep her favorite piece of artwork that she's made that week or the past couple weeks, and she can just keep that up there. So we're not super strict, but I do for the most part try to keep it clear just because visual clutter does stress me out. But I don't want to take away from her joy and what she likes to put on the fridge. After years of decluttering, I've realized these few things. That when you have less clutter, you have less stress and less anxiety. And it's been proven. In studies from the University of Connecticut, they studied how people are happier, less anxious, and more confident when removing and being able to control the clutter that they have in their house. All right, so that wasn't a whole lot of time and my timer just went off. So I'm glad it's only 5 minutes and I am going to go to my living room and the entryway closet, which is in our living room right now, and go through those things really fast. But in here, I actually just found a lot of trash. The only thing that I found to actually declutter and to donate is this pancake mixer spitter outer thing my husband got. He thought it was a genius idea and it was gonna be amazing and life-changing, but it's been sitting there for a long time in the bottom drawer, and he said it was just irritating because all the things would kind of clog up at the bottom. So isn't that just like us? Like, we have such high hopes for things and like life-changing, amazing things, but really it's the simple things. It is a spoon in a bowl that makes the world go round when it comes to pancakes. Getting more complicated with most things in our life doesn't actually make things easier, it makes them harder. So we're ready to let that go because I know it frustrates both of us. Okay, so I have my bags and I'm heading into the living room now. Okay, so now I am in our living room and I just got a new beautiful tripod, which I can't actually show you because I'm using it, but I need to declutter the trash. So you see that's in the background. I also have some crafts I'm working on. So I know that stuff is over there. And so yeah, let's go fast. Let's start our timer, do our 5 minutes, and then guys, we're gonna be done. And I would love to hear about what kind of things you ended up decluttering. Or if you just want to give me a thumbs up that you did it, I will be so happy. And I really hope this video has helped you to get started today and get motivated and get up off the couch and declutter some. It's going to make you feel a lot better. Let's start our timer. Start a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Counting
All right, let's
down.
do this. All right, so I actually found more of those chapsticks like I had in my bedroom because it came in like a pack of 4. It's so hard for me to get rid of chapsticks because I have an addiction to them, but these ones just didn't work and I don't like them, and so I'm gonna just get rid of all of them right now. All right, so the living room actually looks pretty good, so I'm gonna go into the entryway closet really quick before my 5 minutes is up. So while you're doing this, the nice thing is just pulling things out really fast. If you have baskets or anything, and just kind of seeing what you have. Like if you're missing a glove, do you really need to keep the glove that you're missing? The other one, old things that don't need to be in there. Like this hat is from when Carrie Ann was a little baby. And so I'm gonna put this in with her box she has in her room that is the little things from when she was younger. So I'm gonna take that out of here because I just don't need it in a place where this is high traffic. This is stuff we need every day. And then she has a box in her room also that has things from summer that we're still keeping because they're gonna fit again the next year. And so I'm actually gonna keep this hat upstairs as well. So I'm gonna take that out of this little area. This is in a place it doesn't belong. Some headlamps. Okay, so I am currently missing the other mitten for my daughter, these mittens. And these were pretty expensive. We got them when we were in Iceland, and so I don't really want to get rid of this right now. But what I'm gonna do, instead of putting it back into this basket where I'm gonna forget again, I'm actually gonna put it by the entryway right near the door. So I think it's in one of our cars, and I'm going to leave it out so that I actually remember to go look for it, because it's been several times that I've thought about it and then, you know, you forget, things happen. So I'm gonna leave that out, put this back. Okay, so I have 1 minute left on my timer, and I don't have a lot more things I know I need to declutter in here because we're going to, after Christmas, my husband, I know, is getting a couple pairs of shoes that he desperately needs because his are all worn out, but I can't get rid of his shoes right now because he doesn't have the new ones yet. So I'm not gonna worry about that stuff right now. I'm just going to deal with the few things that I've taken out. And because I have an extra minute, instead of just saying I'm done, I am going to run these things and these things that I have taken out that are in the wrong place, and I'm gonna go put them where they belong real quick. And then I'm just gonna deal with the trash and put the decluttering bag that I have that I need to give to Goodwill by the door. Okay, so my timer went off and I am actually really tired from making quick decisions. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take these head lamps and I'm gonna take them downstairs, and then I'm going to sit on the couch and drink some coffee. All right, friends, so we did a whole house declutter in about 25 minutes. And for me, I'm tired. That was a lot of decisions to make, but I feel a lot better because I have decluttered so much trash, and that feels so good to get rid of all that trash. And the few things that I did end up decluttering are things that I've been thinking about for a while and just didn't get rid of them. So that feels good too. If you like learning about decluttering and minimizing your life, then remember to hit that subscribe button and share it with a friend.